Tuesday usually blurs, but this one was boxed in red. Mandatory family meeting, 7 p.m. My mother's flawless handwriting made it a verdict. I knew the script. They'd been preparing this intervention for months. I pulled into the Pembroke driveway in my scuffed Toyota Corolla, parking beside my sister Ava's pristine Tesla. Point made before I opened the door. 6:57. 3 texts from my broker, Darius Hale. Filings received, funds settled, congratulations on tomorrow's transfer. I pocketed the phone and climbed the steps. The door opened before I touched the bell. Mother, Eleanor, pearls aligned, looked me over. "You're late," she said as the clock struck 7. "Hello to you, too." The living room was a courtroom. Father hid behind the paper. Ava perched on the sofa. Her husband, Colin, lounged. A chair, mine, faced them. "Now that we're assembled," Mother began, "we must address Lena's situation." My situation? Quitting a 6-figure cage to build my firm, trading the condo for a walk-up. Practical car, quiet saving. "We indulged your entrepreneurial phase," she said, each word a scalpel. "But it's gone on long enough. Your father spoke to Whitcomb and Company. They'll overlook the gap. You can start next month. We've found a proper condo, and Michael Sterling would like to take you to dinner." My phone hummed. I hit speaker. Darius's voice filled the room. "Miss Pembroke? Confirming the sale closed. You now own the Haraway Residences, 300 units, including the penthouse your parents occupy. Shall I initiate the rent adjustments we discussed?" Silence pooled. "No adjustments yet," I said. "We'll discuss renovations tomorrow." Ava's phone slipped. Father lowered the paper. Mother's composure cracked. "The Haraway?" "Yes," I said. "Now you know why I drive the Corolla." Morning rinsed the city clean, and I walked into my real office, the top floor of Pembroke Tower, a name I never corrected. Watching them connect the dots is half the fun. Priya slid a coffee across. "Your mother's called 6 times, Ava 4, and a secretary from your father's firm wants lunch." "Hold all," I said, opening the Haraway's ledger. "Have Darius send every lease, especially the penthouse, also the contractor shortlist." My phone throbbed with messages. "Lena, we are worried. Lena, this is not appropriate. Lena, family." Funny how family becomes a chorus when the soloist has money. By 10, I was in the boardroom with 12 men who once talked over me. Today they waited. "Gentlemen," I said, taking the head seat, "let's decide who builds the waterfront." 2 hours later, I had signatures for 3 parcels and a concession. I was no longer a rumor. Darius lingered. "Sterling and Gray reached out," he said. "Interested in a seat on your Pier District project." Of course they were. Graham Sterling's empire smells momentum. "Send them to legal," I said. "No family shortcuts." Also, Colin's been mapping your holdings. Sloppy questions. Let him try. My city wore the river like a sash. At 3, a text from Ava. "Emergency dinner, 7 p.m. Mom insists." I answered, "Can't." Board meeting. There wasn't one. At 8, I sat across from Graham Sterling in a restaurant that sends back knives if they aren't arrogant enough. He studied me over the rim of his glass. "Michael says you're unyielding." He would. We spoke business, numbers, timelines, contingencies. By dessert, he raised his glass. "To the Pier District. Partners?" "That depends," I said. "Build quietly. Let the work speak." They came to me. Conference room A, glass walls, evening stitching the river. Mother in tweed, father smaller than I remembered, Ava brittle, Colin rehearsed, and, uninvited, Michael Sterling. "Thank you for coming," I said. Colin opened. "Your companies hide assets behind shells. That's evasive." "It's prudent," I said, tapping a folder. "And your attempts to enter our servers violate 3 statutes and your Haraway lease. Security?" 2 auditors stepped in. Colin blanched. I slid documents to my parents. "Your leases renew next month. Terms, fair market rate, no dispensations." Or, I met Mother's eyes, "we stop treating one another like caricatures." Her composure trembled. You would evict us. I would prefer we evolve. I turned to Ava. Vice President, Client Partnerships. You're good with people when no one scripts you. Priya will onboard you. Ava's voice was small, then steady. Yes. Michael leaned forward. You can't freeze out my family. I won't. Graham and I are advancing the Pier District, quietly. You tried to broker side access. That ends now. If you want a seat, earn it, with audited capital and patience. Father's throat worked. We misjudged you. You didn't look, I said. I built in the space your judgment left. Mother lifted the lease. Teach me the numbers, she said. Tomorrow at 9. I stood. Final item. Colin, your badge is disabled. Legal will contact you. Ava didn't look at him when she rose. In the corridor, the city burned gold. I remembered my first night in a walk-up, counting dollars by lamplight. Quiet builds empires. Lena, Ava said, laughing, crying. Thank you. Welcome to work, I said, and meant family.